Interwebs, Jacob here. I've been following the AutoFocus system for probably the past 2 weeks or so, and tried some different electronic versions and different ways to manage lists on the computer, just due to the fact that I am very mobile as it is, and carrying a notebook around didn't seem to be a very good option. So what I came up with ultimately is just a notebook like this. I also, just a little background, I have a computer business, a web design business. I work at a cell phone company, and I also have a lot of personal tasks. Being a married man, I have a huge honey-do list. So basically what I did here is, let's see if we can see this here. Along the sides here, I cut in these little tabs. Here's an example of one. Like that, I cut in 3 of those tabs on 3 different sections and one on the top section. So on the first section, I flipped to it, basically just opening up the front page, and that is my notes section. And I put an N up here in the corner because I found that I didn't know which section in the notebook I was at. So this makes it a little easier. I know N is for notes. If I just put my finger here, flip over to the personal side, there's all my personal tasks. I put P's on the upper right hand corner. Another cool tip I found for the autofocus system is instead of putting a dot there for things that I need to work on, I put, for things that I needed to buy, I put a little $sign there, and that tells me that, hey, when I go to the store, these are the things I need to look for. Also, instead of putting a dot there when I'm working on something, if my probably doesn't apply for the personal section, but for the business section, if my boss says, hey, I need this done ASAP, I'll put a star there instead of a dot. And I know there's kind of mixed trains of thought for putting other signs in there. People say it could muddy it up a bit, but it's just 2 quick ones that I find really help me out and don't muddy it up a lot. So the third section here is my web design business, and I put the dates in green and everything else I put in red. And then I guess the fourth section here is the cell phone company that I work for, and we use smart objectives at that company. So this side of the page over here, I just stated my smart objectives, so I know what I'm working on for yearly goals. Another cool thing is that if this page isn't closed out here, but if it was, I would notch this one out also. So that way, the next time that I turn to the cell phone provider page, I'll turn right to the last active page, which is pretty cool. So I guess that's it. It's all in one notebook. I have personal, web design business, and a cell phone company that I work for. And I'm coming from OmniFocus and the GTD methodology, and I find autofocus to be a lot better. It's not for everyone, but it works for me, and even though I have to carry a notebook around, this one notebook covers pretty much all the areas of my life. So hope you like it. Let me know what your feedback is in the comments, and go autofocus.